guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Oh shit.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we are in the parking lot of Sovereign and we just bought food and I figured we could do a mukbang. I have no idea what we're gonna talk about or do, but you know,
That is it.
we're just gonna hope I get some content out of this.
That is it.
Ooh, good lord. I probably should buy soda. I'm if I buy soda, come with me.
Your phone connected to the Bluetooth, so you don't know the chat. Some people do mukbangs and talk about any random thing. Look in my plate.
And look at mine. It's fish nuggets and fries and butter corn. And today was the first ever time I've ever had roti.
Well, I'm gonna show them more people.
Alright, so I've been meaning to ask you this. How do you feel about, or how would you feel about having a child and your partner tells that child to use an inside voice and an outside voice? The inside voice is being fluent in patois and all them things there. And the outside voice, which is for like outside gatherings, formal events, blah blah blah. But when you just go outside of the house generally, how do you feel about that? Suggesting that the voice that you have inside, that you use inside, isn't appropriate for outside. Bear in mind that inside voice is patois and all them little something there.
So the inside voice, how they must use only when they're inside? Oh.
Like when you're around your close family. Yeah, close family and maybe close friends.
Alright, for me, the voice, it don't really matter to me. See? Whether I think it's alright for you to tell the child to use an inside voice and an outside voice. However, where you tell them to do it, like if you are limited, if a child wants go in the front go in an office or a building or whatever, in front of a lecture or whatever, and use him inside voice, I think he should be able to do that. But yeah, I mean the outside voice now, even though we're part of our culture basically, which so nothing not supposed to make we feel like we're not for to say it, we're not for use patois, or nothing not for make we feel like downgraded or that word, or degraded. Nothing not for make we feel belittled by using our language, isn't it? Our form of communication. However, being human beings, you're gonna end up in a different you're gonna end up in a different situations and different places with different people we speak differently. So if you're in one room with a lot of say Americans who don't really understand the inside voice, then it's fine for you use your outside voice. You see me, but more don't really specify where and when the child use it.
I mean,
because me not personally see the inside voice as something derogatory.
well, I don't know. But do you know, I ask it because so many people feel as though it's a bad habit to talk patois openly. So you're probably there around and people are praying because you walk on the stage and you talk to your friend in a patois. For instance, when I was at school, my friend did this good thing where they blindfolded me and I was expected to walk from the second floor block to the place to get lunch. And while I was walking, I buck up on somebody. And I feel the person and I say, who this? And she pulled off the blindfold off of my face and she's like, young lady, don't you know you should behave better than that? Why are you speaking like this? Bear in mind, it was lunchtime. I was free to roam and do whatever I wanted. Because lunchtime at my time, the only thing I have to do, I break the school rules, and there was nowhere in the school rules that said don't talk patois. Besides, you are also with your friends, so it's okay to be able to be informal, you get me? Well, she's implying that saying ahu this make me somewhat misbehave or indiscipline or something.
Yeah, because I remember, you know, a lot of the teachers were instituted by colonial knowledge, basically, or colonial preferences. And as such, them find it for them responsibility now to make sure, say, the picnic them or the children follow suit but the same thing, because them think is a good them thinks a good teaching will make them better or make them more elevated than other people or than the normal man, or it make them step up the social ladder. So them view language, which, as I said, is a colonial mentality, that because you want to sound like how the colonial master sound, because him make you feel as if what you are doing wrong and uncivilized, as them would say. But language is language, and no language no better than none. No language no better than none, and none no more sophisticated than none.
There's this interview that I was praying the other day. I don't know if I read it or if I actually watched it, but I know I remember of it somewhere. There's this African artist, a singer, I think, but he speaks English very, 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 very poorly. And I think where he was born, the language that they speak is English and the mother tongue. So when they asked him in an interview, why do you speak English so poorly? And he's like, you have no interest in learning it, in learning to speak it better. The man said to them that I'm not interested because I'm not, well, no, not that. He said he's not good at speaking English, just the same way as the white man isn't good at speaking African, because he's not from here. So him not go force himself to try adapt to the standards, isn't it? So that was very profound in a way. We don't actually want to learn the mother tongue, but everybody always jump to learn French and Spanish and things like that. I've never encountered somebody who told me that they're trying to learn Swahili from Duolingo.
Because them shame. Them still have.
Everybody wants to learn French and Spanish.
Because there's a colonial mentality, and the school, the educational systems out there enforce a mentality there, isn't it? So, yeah, as long as we don't fix education, our educational system, as long as we don't write our own curriculum, then anything with the colonial powers them have to pass on, we just always have to pass on from generation to generation.
What do you think about actually this is a no-brainer. I was gonna ask you what you think about the Queen being head of state, but obviously that's a no-brainer. That's like a big ass no.
When I say another song with me right there, a full-time government need for government need for area school, you know? I don't know what the word for me was.
No.
And start liberate themselves. But them, no brain, like, remove. But at the end of the day, we need leaders that weren't schooled by the system, by the same educational system we live in now.
Look, stop coming for the leaders, because I don't want nobody coming from my channel.
I mean, our government So if we the thing is, if we sever the queen, we still are gonna have the problem because the way the people who are in power think, still a colonial mentality them have. You see me? Take most of themselves, give the people less. Take what them can do, get what beneficial to them and for them family and for them friends at the expense of everybody else.
One last question. How do you feel about, or what are the pros and cons that you would foresee if Jamaica was supposed to legalize use of marijuana and use it for economic benefit? So like exporting and shit.
Right.
Or do you even agree with the legalization in the first place?
Marijuana. Sorry. I mean, marijuana is just like any other plant, you know, it comes from the ground. And I like say, oh, Alabu going to make it and it damage people. Then say, if you use it, if it's used incorrectly, then it will damage people, just like any other herb. Just like any other herb. But really and truly, it should be legal, and it have high economic value. But I feel like when it's legal, which I'm not saying it must be legal, it should be legal. I say when it's legal, just like where people always to exploit the things them. So you gotta just find out, say, oh, them are over do this, them are overprice it, them
monopolize it.
And they are going to man a find way how them can make more than the next man. So them are going to start to import more seeds than what them import now. Much more of the GMO seeds.
Right, it's going to be a competition with who can have the best strain. But now the economic value gone up, so they might think about how much it's going to benefit them if them can increase the potency of a strain. So them go to the extreme, use GMOs, all sorts of chemicals and something. So like, there are pros and cons. It's me think it would have very beneficial for the economy. But I also think with legalization will come misuse and mismanagement. And basically them just have to start treat it like
them start treat it like
cigarette. Land. Them are gonna tax you if you live somewhere, which is a basic human need. Because when I was growing up, I learned that humans need shelter.
But I don't want them. Fries taste awful.
Yeah. You need the corn now?
Murder. Ginger, you're really old. It's so strong, yo. It's strong though.
No.
It's so fierce, there's it, man. It's so fit, reach it in the show.
You soup them boys, you know? I'm here thinking it was like a regular corn.
I soup them boiled, you know?
It looks so.
What kind of style that, bro? Fish tea. Fish tea? A fish tea?
It smells like cinnamon.
No, mine, you make man eat a big stale. Big tail.
It's a fish place. It's a fish place, bro.
Big tail, yo. Oh, yo.
Yeah, but do.
But your phone.
Alright, guys. It's getting late. So we're gonna go. Peace out. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe and share and tell a friend.
We need a king sign. May I try to build it by yourself? Yeah.
I think somebody won that already.
Can't tell him go so. But it's a K. May I try to make.
That look like a E. That still looks like a E. Bye, guys.